up, Sauce Gang, and welcome back to the channel. Hot Sauce Beats here with another dope reaction for you. Well, this is one that I know that we've all been waiting for a hot minute now, and that is Anthony Padilla's brand new video, I Spent a Day with Wilbur Soot. That is right, fam. We've already seen Matt Pat cover Wilbur Soot's ARG, so we've seen Wilbur kind of be on some other YouTubers' channels, but we've all been waiting for the interview from Anthony Padilla. He gives the best interviews, and you know this is gonna be great. And maybe they might talk about Wilbur Soot's ARG and get some clues on when it's gonna happen, because you know I want to know. But make sure you show Anthony Padilla some love and subscribe to his channel and like this original video. And if you enjoy my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. But enough talking, let's get to reacting and roll that bomb ass intro.
Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Hot Sauce Beats is finally here. Eat, sleep, make beats. Eat, sleep, make beats.
Hot Sauce Beats. Woo-hoo. Oh, let's go, Sauce Gang.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. Visit BetterHelp.com/Padilla because sometimes existing is exhausting.
My name's Anthony Padilla, and I Spent a Day with Wilbur Soot. We'll uncover the truth about how becoming a massively popular Minecrafter and musician has made him completely rethink his private relationships, what he's learned from angry backlash on the internet, and we'll also hear some stories of some awkward fan interactions. By the end of this video, we'll find out if entertaining millions of followers has been a wholly rewarding experience, or if having countless eyes scrutinizing your every move comes with torment more cruel than anyone could ever imagine.
Let's go!
Hello, Wilbur!
Hi. Wilbur Soot!
You are the first guest that's ever been.
Wait, so does this mean, was Wilbur in LA? When was Wilbur in LA? Okay, wow. And you can just tell just by him sitting there how much taller he is than
been on my show that uses exclusively 3-in-1 shampoo.
Can I tell the story? I was going to a hotel and I realized I didn't have any shampoo. And sometimes the shampoo they give you is just like crap. I'll get anything that isn't that. So I go into a Tesco's and I grab the first thing I see. And immediately when I walk out, someone's like, Wilbur Soot, do you want to take a photo with me? And I'm like, yeah, sure. I take a photo holding my 3-in-1 shampoo in my hands.
Was any part of you prepared for the amount of attention that you now receive?
I don't think anyone can really come to terms with it. The human mind isn't supposed to get that.
How long ago did you first start creating content?
2008.
Do you still have those videos online?
God, yeah, it's a long time ago.
A quick clip.
That's me. That's 11-year-old me.
It's me. How are you? I bet you want to see my dog.
I'm at the same time.
That video had 45K views. Are you shitting me, bro?
Jealous that you have footage of you this young. I kind of wish I could see what I would do, but also so grateful that this technology did not exist when I was your age, because I don't even necessarily even know what I would.
I'm not that embarrassed by it. I'm actually I have a problem with it.
How did your content continue to evolve?
I made a Minecraft channel in 2011, and then I stepped away from Minecraft, thank God, because I'd progressed beyond Minecraft, you know?
What do you think propelled you into the massive popularity that you see today?
Luck. My first sort of big push was on the idea of like Minecraft butt.
Minecraft butt.
Yeah, Minecraft, butt. And then that ended up being a really cool little title concept because everyone started doing it.
People still use it today. Some of the most popular Minecraft channels. That was
your
original concept.
And so, fam, here's something like, I didn't realize Wilbur started that. Something else I found out is that Wilbur Soot started Minecraft Manhunt. I mean, the dude he's smart. He's super smart. He knows his stuff.
I've given myself the accolade of the first, but I don't actually know, so.
It's probably true. And all that matters is if you believe.
I do. In my heart of hearts, I believe.
How quickly was that growth?
I did a YouTube video with Call Me Carson. I saw on Twitter he'd made a Minecraft server. So on the video, I said to him, can I join? And he was like, yeah, what's your Twitch stream? And I was like, I don't stream. And he was just like, well, you got to stream to join. I'd never streamed before. I had no interest in being streamed. So I was just like,
but he made it.
So I made a Twitch channel and streamed just so I could join their server. I remember my first 1,000 viewer stream was a month or two after I started my channel. And I made SMP Earth, which was like Minecraft, but a big globe.
Here we are. SMP Earth. Look at everyone. Should we see what's going on in the rest of the map? Oh my god, Europe is popping, dude.
It was the stepping stone between the SMP Live and Dream SMP era of the two biggest SMPs on like Twitch.
How did you meet Tommy there? Because I feel like Tommy has been kind of intrinsically connected to your journey.
He was a late addition. The server was literally about to be like live, open, anyone could join. And I get a message from someone, hey, can you add this guy, Tommy, in it? So I went on the stream and he was alright, he's kind of funny.
Hey. What's a favourite I Am Stone's place to live?
Caves.
Estonia.
So I was like, yeah, sure.
Just kind of.
He got let into the Dream SMP. He was like the first wave of people added. I was like third, I think. I basically just asked, can I join? And I really like Hamilton. That's the entire beginning of the Dream SMP is just Hamilton roleplay. Yeah. So we made an isolated area for just Europeans, and we called it Lemanburg. That's the entire beginning, and then it was Dream, and then it was Hamilton.
Have people put that together?
Yeah, people have.
Are you planning and writing, and like, do you have like just an outline of points that you want to hit?
I would have a sort of like hit sheet of like.
So this is him writing for the Dream SMP, right? Yep. Okay.
A treatment. Yeah. So like of what was going to happen in the story, and then how we would flow to each piece. Would be done through improv.
What were your stream numbers like during this time? Were they exponentially increasing?
I think I remember the first moment where I was like, wow, was like I had 60,000 people waiting on my starting soon screen. I remember I took a photo on my phone because I was like, this is ridiculous. Literally the next stream I did, there was 80,000 people and stuff. Basically, it's always been like incremental jumps. Yeah. You just got to do what you love and then just get lucky. Do what you love and get lucky.
That's a tip for you for life. Take that one.
Do what you love and get lucky. Come on, fam.
Was there a moment when you realized, oh shit, this could be the rest of my life?
It was definitely from YouTube, not from Twitch, when I decided it could be a career. Very early on in my Minecraft stuff, when it started to like get loads of views, I was like, oh wow, money. You know?
What was it, looking at your check that came in the mail?
Yeah, I'd already been making stuff from Soot House before, and I was getting a big cut of that. It was always an amount that was like, yeah, this is really good. You know, I've got a solid amount of money in the bank, but if that channel were to go, woo, I'd be straight out looking for a job, you know?
Yeah.
When I got a paycheck from the new channel, so the WILBUR SOOT channel, and it was probably about the same as what I'd got from my entire time at Soot House, I remember being like, that's money.
Were you going to school at the time?
Yeah, I was at uni.
Did you drop out?
No.
Whoa.
I finished it.
Good job.
My graduation was
WILBUR.
yesterday.
What?
I wasn't there. Yeah, I graduated, I just didn't show up to the ceremony.
Wait, what were you going to school for?
Oh, he just graduated?
Editing.
And now you're like you've actually been on the field training and editing for years.
Well, I don't do any editing now. Every editor wants to be a director and every director wants to retire. That's what they say.
Were you working anywhere else when you first started seeing success?
Yeah, I was a cashier. I remember I got 10,000 subs and I was like, that's a lot of subscribers. And I didn't quit. The only time I quit was when I went to uni. On the day I decided I was gonna quit, we had a worker meeting about stuff. There's been a guy with a gun who's been going around to all the supermarkets in the area, and they basically sat us down and he told us, like, right, this is what you got to do if he comes in. You got to make sure the safe is locked. You got to make sure you press the silent alarm on the desk.
I'm out, bro.
You got to make sure the doors are well open so the customers can leave. And I was just thinking, what happens if I just run? I'm not doing that. Like,
so you better throw your body in front of that bullet.
He was basically saying, do as the man says, but it was more like, if he comes in and points a gun at me and says, open up the safe, don't lock it, I'm not locking that safe.
Wilbur, you better die for this company.
I would not lock that safe either, chat. You best believe that. I'd be like, take it, man. Take it. I'm just an employee. This ain't my place, bro. Take it. I don't even know what you look like.
He was like, and it felt like that. And I remember on that day, I was like, I'm resigning. I don't want to do this.
Yeah, you're like, I'm not going to risk getting killed for this.
Yeah. And I went and I got drunk for an entire week.
Oh, that probably would have been more likely to kill you than...
I would have done that
more than the gun.
Yeah. Over 120 million views on YouTube, 500 million streams on Spotify. Your music is obviously insanely successful. How long ago did you start playing music?
3.5 years ago.
3.5 years ago.
4, I think.
Just 4 years ago, you picked up an instrument for the first time.
Yeah, it was a ukulele.
And now you have over 600 million streams of your music.
It's the luck, man. It's
the luck. I don't think you can boil it down to luck when you're like, oh, I was lucky with my music. Oh, I was lucky with my streaming. Oh, I was lucky with being tall.
Kidao, definitely. I picked up a ukulele for the first time. I was quite sad. It was sort of a downer point of my life. And I wasn't happy with who I was at all as well. Sort of like me, 18, 19, 20 years old.
Yeah.
I really look back and I'm like, that guy, dude.
What was it that you didn't like?
So I thought I was an untouchable, just brilliant person. I never did anything like bad, obviously, thankfully. It was around the time my girlfriend broke up with me as well. And I was like, me, yeah, I'm fucking awful. I started playing a ukulele because I was like, I want to give it a go. And it became the one thing I did ever.
Is that where you learn to like reflect on yourself and your feelings?
I was sort of just on my own a lot of the time. And that was really good for me.
It's funny how those toughest times sometimes are the things that define us in many ways. Like
that is 100% true.
Life, and that was it.
See, chat, again, this is why Anthony's so good, man. It's just like these comments like that he makes during these interviews. And it's such relatable stuff. And I 100% like wholeheartedly believe what he says. Because it's true. It's facts of life right there.
For you.
I'm so
Facts
glad
of life,
I didn't
chat.
have what I'm having now at age 17, like Tommy and Tubbo and stuff.
Do you think you were kind of a shithead back then because of an insecurity? What do you think it was?
I guess I was a little bit insecure because I felt like I'd missed out on like so much of life.
Why?
I was the creepy, smelly, weird kid. So middle school, it was like the time of my parents' divorce.
On deodorant,
My
bro.
dad didn't have a bed for me, so I slept on a futon on the floor with my dog. So I stunk. I didn't shower much. I used to sleep in my school uniform for the next day so that I could just roll out of bed and go to school. I was pretty repulsive. And I think when I went to college, that was when I sort of stopped doing that. And that was the time when I was like, right, let's not do that anymore. And then the ego came with it. That discovery everyone has when they reach young adulthood where they're like, wow, I was a dickhead when I was a teenager. I always wanted to write my own song, and the idea of writing my own song was really cool. It was when I met one of my friends called Tommy. Tommy not in it. He had a band. And
Tommy not in it. Different Tommy not in it.
Yeah.
Join it, and I went, okay, and I played bass. I've never played a bass before, but I figured it out.
You joined a band and played a bass that you had never played before?
Yeah. They needed a bassist, and I said, I can learn. It's just strings in it.
How quickly did you learn?
No, it was awful. I don't know. I'm not fooling anyone. I was really bad. I quit that band in dramatic fashion in the rain after our first gig. I walked out into the rain to our van. The lead singer comes out and goes, I thought that went really well.
Wait, was he being serious?
Yeah, he was being serious. But the lead guitarist from the band is now in my band.
You started a band.
I wanted to be the Arctic Monkeys. I wanted to be Two Door Cinema Club. So me and Joe wrote a bunch of songs. We were like, we need a bassist and a drummer. I was in a burger shop with my friend James, and James's friend had a bass on his back. And I went, do you play bass? And he goes, yeah. And I go, do you want to be in my band? And he goes, yeah. And I say, here's my address. And then on the day of studio, we just didn't have a drummer. So I booked Scarf Fiverr. And he comes.
You guys, I want to say you guys have told me about that in the comments before, and that just blows my mind. Literally just some random, hey, you play bass? Oh, you want to be in my band? Oh, awesome. Nice to meet you. My name is WILBUR SOOT.
Into the rehearsal, and we play in the songs, and he's just immediately, this is crazy. And I just said to him, do you want to scrap the payment and just join? And he goes, yeah, okay, I'll do it.
And then how quickly did Lovejoy blow up? Because it's
Like,
obviously huge.
Yeah, pretty immediately. But that was because of the previous Minecraft stuff. I had a little shortcut, a little cheat sheet. My goal with Lovejoy is to make something that's worth it, that it could have done well without this. So make something that's worth it, that it, you know, inspires people.
Where do you plan to take it? Do you plan to focus more of your energy on the music so it does stand the test of time by itself?
Music is so fulfilling to me, and Twitch and YouTube is still fulfilling for me, but it's not as much as it used to be. Mainly because I feel like I don't really have any goals for it. My goal with music is I want to play NPR's Tiny Desk. That's a big dream for me. I want to be on a stage.
Is that, fam, what is that? Is that like a, is that a UK thing that I don't know what is, or is that like a YouTube channel? What is that?
And I want to walk out and then have that wave of boom. And then I want to be playing songs and then saying the lyrics and feeling them shouting the lyrics back at me.
Excuse me.
Do you ever fear that everything could disappear as quickly as it came?
That's always the fear, I guess, for everyone. The fact of the matter is like, it's rare to not lose your like, you know, your drive. I don't check numbers really, or like.
I was gonna say, even when you're streaming, do you have your view count on?
I have my view count on, but it's very factual looking as opposed to.
It's not like a measure of your success or your worth.
So like, it's a metric for deciding what I'm going to do next time. Numbers don't mean how good something is at all.
Being the most popular doesn't mean
that's very true.
And not at all. Being most popular means you're the most popular, which is a good accolade in itself. If you want to treat YouTube like a video game, do it. That's fun, you know, I get that. But it's like, I don't.
There was an uproar because you removed your nice guy ballad.
It was the first comedy song I ever wrote, making fun of the idea of the nice guy, you know, the misogynistic kind of like, girls only want bad guys, and you know, I was really nice to this girl and she didn't have sex with me.
That restraining order was a bit far. All I did was attach a tracker onto your car.
Par for the course of these kind of people is that they tend to have a lot of other skewed beliefs. And I was trying to tackle all of these. I was making fun of all of them while playing the character of this nice guy. And one of the lyrics in the song, I say that he was checking to make sure she wasn't seeing any black guys. I thought it was funny making fun of this guy. I played the song live once.
Yeah.
And this guy came up to me after the show. And when I thought that lyric was really crap. And I went, yeah, you're right. I was like, yeah, that was shit. I changed to seeing any other guys.
Good, Wilbur, seriously, good job, bro. Like, we all make mistakes, and sometimes it takes someone telling us something to realize the error of our mistakes, and he fixed it. Like, we need to applaud him for that. Like, that's amazing.
And I was just like, oh, I'll leave the video up. But, you know, whenever I played it live after that, I never said black guys, it was other guys after that. Years later, someone finds it and says, look at this. This is bad. Yeah. Everyone came at it and was like, this is Will sucks. And I was like, yeah. It does
like,
suck.
It does suck. Yeah, like this was me 3 years ago.
Yeah, I left the song up because it was like, okay, what's the point in apologizing and then hiding everything, you know? I actually deleted it fully a couple months ago. I didn't want to make it about me. It was about the song. So I waited until the backlash died down and I deleted it.
Has that pushed you away from making comedy music?
No, not at all. I decided that long before I released even half of those songs I named. So I just feel like you can definitely be funny and not offend people. And I think it's more fun that way.
Uh-oh.
I've heard some people.
Toxic Minecraft culture. We do know this exists. I don't really know much like on Wilbur's side though. Obviously we've, you know, experienced it like with Tommy and Dream and stuff. So I'm really interested to hear about this.
People imply that Minecraft stan culture is particularly toxic. Have you encountered any of that?
I've had weird ones, obsessive, stalkerish. I've had ones who call themselves stans who are just fans. And it's like, it's weird because I would have definitely been a stan had that kind of culture existed when I was a teenager.
Was it more so about the community rather than like the people that you were?
Absolutely. I think that if you swapped all of us out for different people, they would just stan different people. Most of the things that happen that denote Minecraft stans being toxic occur amongst maybe 1 or 2 people. And the problem isn't stans. Stans are happy. They are enjoying a connection in a time when everyone's locked inside. And they found friends who also do that. The difference is that Twitter will promote the parts that make people angry.
Twitter promotes rage culture.
Yes, and that's all it is. You have to remember that everything you see is based on anger, and it just takes one person saying something stupid for everyone to...
How do you prevent yourself from getting too caught up in the negativity?
Go outside.
Touch grass.
Yeah, it's a meme, but it's...
Go outside, breathe some air, touch that grass.
Tommy does these vlogs where he goes out and does all these cool stuff. He always says, I haven't thought about Twitter once.
Speaking of controversy, I feel like we need to squash the biggest controversy that you've dealt with. Before we continue learning about the world of WILBUR SOOT,
how much money is in your bank account right now? When was the last time you had sex?
I'd like to really quickly bring your attention to a couple other episodes that may pique your interest, such as I Spent a Day with Dream,
Dream,
Rambo,
Tommy,
Tubbo, Carl, Tommy and two legendary OG Minecrafters, Dan CDM, LD Shadow Lady.
Holy shit, I forgot about the OG Minecrafters.
Many of those episodes, by the way, are available completely uncensored in their podcast form. Links down below for that. And while you're here, I'd also like to thank you for sitting through these sponsor segments, because without them, many of these episodes wouldn't even be possible. Like Honey, for example, who has continued to support and sponsor this series.
God,
as you probably know, Honey is the free browser extension that scours the internet for promo codes.
Mr. Beast,
and applies the best one it finds to your cart, so you don't have to stare at that empty discount code box in your cold dead eyes every time you're at checkout. Because if Honey finds a working coupon, a little Honey button drops down, that sweet little baby looks you in the face and applies that coupon. And Honey supports over 30,000 stores online, ranging from tech to popular fashion brands and food delivery. Honey has personally saved me a ton of money when I venture into my online buying trance, including articles of clothing that I'm currently wearing that I refuse to show you. Honey is literally free and installs in just a few seconds. So if you want to do yourself a solid and also support this series, get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/Padilla. Again, it's free, and if you go to joinhoney.com/Padilla, you'll be directly supporting this series. And a huge shout out to BetterHelp for their continued partnership. If you've been keeping up with this series, you know that therapy has been really beneficial in shaping who I am today by allowing me to have empathy for my younger self and therefore understand my current self better. But therapy can be customized to whatever is right for you and can be useful in providing tools that help with motivation, feelings of depression, anxiety, stress, insecurity, or whatever else that you might need. BetterHelp has been continuing to improve throughout the years, and they screen all their therapists to ensure that they have experience and that they're certified and licensed, and they provide customized therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your therapist, so you don't have to see anyone or speak over the phone if that's not something that you're comfortable with. As so many of you have probably found out by now, therapy can be expensive, and the price of finding a therapist that you like and that you connect with can be overwhelming, which is why BetterHelp offers a more affordable alternative to in-person therapy, where you can start communicating with your therapist in less than 48 hours. So thank you to BetterHelp who are giving us Spend a Day with viewers and listeners 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/Padilla. That's BetterHelp.com/Padilla. Now back to the world of Wilbur Soot.
Let's go, Wilbur!
Speaking of controversy, I feel like we need to squash the biggest controversy that you've dealt with.
Okay.
I haven't brought this up with you.
You haven't.
Your glasses, are they real?
So I was like panning through my mind, like, it's sieving out, like, what is it? Like, what? I'm not very controversial.
The fear in your eyes. Are your glasses real?
No.
Wow.
I'm a sucker for fast fashion. I'm a problem. That's it. Try 'em on.
There's nothing.
Look at you, Mr. Padilla. I will say, they definitely look a lot better on Wilbur. Like, yeah.
I don't know what
they look better on Wilbur.
No, you got far too strong a jawline.
Now, hold on. Wilbur, why you squinting, bro? Why are you squinting if you don't have, if they're fake?
Do you get recognized in public a lot?
What's a lot?
Probably at least one time per outing.
It's like about 2 or 3. And that's like just the walk to the shops. If I'm spending like a day outside, I'll be lucky if it's like less than 10. But the majority of the weird ones are just people shouting my name at me.
One time I was at a theme park and this kid just goes, "Smash!" And then no one was paying any attention, and all of a sudden it was just hordes.
I had one where I was being recognized quite a lot, and then this kid on a scooter wearing a Fortnite hoodie just rolls up to me and just goes,
"Among Us,"
and just points at me, and I go, "Yeah." And he just stares at me, and I go, "Do you want to take a photo?" And he just goes, and just scoots away, silently.
Did your feelings get hurt that he didn't want to take a photo with you?
Yeah. I had this one person confess I was their sexual awakening. And she goes, "Can I have a hug?" And I'm like, "COVID, sorry." And she goes, "Okay, bye," and leaves. And then this lady comes up to me and goes,
"Does she know you, or are you famous?"
And I go, "Neither, miss."
How private do you keep your personal life?
Pretty private. It's one of those things where it's like, if I'd share it with my grandma, I'll share it with Twitch. My grandma has no need to know I'm going to a party tonight. But I can tell my grandma what my favorite food is.
Do you have a limit? Do you have something where you're like, oh, that's something I will
Grandma Soot.
100%. I mean, how much money is in your bank account right now? Like, when was the last time you had sex? It's like, you know, there's loads of stuff that they'll never know.
Do you keep your dating life private?
Yeah, for sure. It's not something my grandma needs to know. But I have been on dates. Like,
is it a fear in your mind that they know who you are?
Every single YouTuber and streamer has that. There have been times when I've definitely caught on, like, this person knows who I am. The worst part is when they lie and pretend they've never heard of you. And they're just like, "Oh yeah, I might have heard. Yeah, maybe a little bit." You can definitely tell when they know.
That would be super weird.
Where I've, like, had to cool off, like, "Hey, by the way, don't really want to see you anymore."
What is next for Wilbur Soot?
Lovejoy's album.
Full album or EP?
Full album. I also just have so many dumb ideas for things. Like, can I tell
album?
them?
Yeah.
Can you, like, bleep them or something?
Yeah, I'll bleep them.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Anthony, he does this. He always does this and teases us, and then they get this stuff that's bleeped out.
I like how this is a common theme in my videos. It's like, tell me your ideas, but the world can't know.
Okay.
I literally called it. Again, he always does this.
It's gonna all be like, start with like.
You don't say.
Some of them will be like really strange.
Yeah.
Like some of them will just have like.
Oh,
and they will.
That's a great idea.
Into like
without any announcement or anything.
No announcement at all, and that's how I want to start it off.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's the ARG. You think that's the ARG? No, not everything's the ARG, hot sauce beats.
And that makes sense why we have to bleep it.
Yeah.
B wants to know what you're most proud of in your career.
My music in Lamambo.
Lamambo, just one element of the Dream SMP lore?
I think it was a pretty powerful part. I've seen like in public the Lamambo flag on like their car.
Damn, what?
Seeing people inspired and motivated by my work.
All right, you got 5 seconds to shout out or promote anything you want directly into camera. Go.
Hi, WILBUR SOOT on YouTube and Twitch, and Lovejoy on Spotify. Anthony Padilla.
Yeah.
Subscribe. A small percentage of your
Let's
viewers
go.
aren't actually subscribed.
Subscribe to Anthony
It's a
Padilla.
large percentage.
Here's the stat on my face, covering my face right now.
Oh yeah, it is right there.
And now I'm gonna make it really hard.
Oh shit, my editor
Here's the stat.
loves
Here's the
to
stat.
hate.
Now I'm gonna rotate the stat with me. Go subscribe.
And Wilbur.
There you have it. I spent a day with WILBUR SOOT. And there's just something that is so incredibly contagious about Wilbur and the way that he perceives the world.
Let's go chat. Oh, we still got a little
You
more.
are very well dressed, sir.
Thank you. So are you, Anthony. You
That's
fishing for
it.
compliment.
That's all I wanted to tell you. Thanks for coming on my show.
All right, thanks, yes. What was meant to go from there?
Just because you told me that you like to tell a story with your outfit.
Yeah, but just visually.
What are you wearing under there? There's got to be a story that's deeper, hidden right beneath the surface, right?
How did you know?
I knew.
How did you know? Of course I come first. I've got fish to catch.
Can I see how some of those words are spelled on there?
No.
Let's go, chat. Let me bring you in. All right. Get some music going. I'll bring you in. Let's do it. Bam. All right, fam. I gotta tell you what, this interview. Why is the music not playing? There we go. I love Anthony interviewing these content creators that, you know, we watch daily. You know, whether you watch them, watch reactions to them, follow them on Twitch. Because we, as you know, just, you know, your normal people don't get to ask these questions to them, don't really get to know them outside of, you know, what they give us on YouTube or Twitch. And then when they go on Anthony Padilla's channel, it's just like this really humble and real interview. And we just get to learn so much about them. And that's what I love about Anthony's interviews. They're real, they're good, thought out questions. I like to say thought-provoking questions, you know, so you get good conversation and dialogue. And I absolutely love this one. We learned so much about Wilbur today. And fam, I'll tell you what, I'm excited for that album. Woo, it's gonna be huge. And maybe someday we'll get a new ARG. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you subscribe to Anthony Padilla and like the original video. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please help support the channel by smashing that subscribe and like button. It's absolutely free and it greatly helps out the channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. And remember, it's eat, sleep, and make beats. And as usual, be kind to one another. And that's all I got. Boom! I'm out. Gonna love the sauce gang. Peace out, fam. I love you.